Good afternoon, good evening. Hello everyone. I'm Susan Kennedy and broadcasting to you live today on A1R Psychic Radio from the beautiful sunny Gold Coast in Australia. So I'm going to take a couple of callers very soon, but as always I just like to have a bit of a chat first about whatever I feel Spirit want me to talk about. Now, before I tune in every week I usually get a little message. And I guess with what's going on at the moment, with the energy of the terrible events in the world, I just wanted to talk about the energy of negativity and what you can do when you're faced with some really, really tragic and awful events. And I think all of us in the world have been touched by the senseless, is all I can say, the senseless happenings in Las Vegas just recently. So when there is a lot of negativity out there and a lot of fear, I feel it's really easy to go into our own level of fear. But that when we do that, we're actually feeding that really negative energy. And I feel that the best thing that all of us can do is to try to find ways to let go of the fear and to let go of the whatever it is that we're feeling other than the sadness for the families that are involved. Because naturally we're all connected and we would all feel incredibly sad for those families. So if we do go into that really negative, fearful energy, it will have its own impact. And, you know, I know myself when these sort of things happen, one of the things that I sort of say to myself sometimes is why. But one of the things I've learned is that when you say why, you go round and round in circles. And the best thing to start to say is how. How can I find a way to let go of this? How can I find a way to find peace in this situation? How can I find a way to release what's going on? And so for me, the biggest how for that is to tune into myself, to tune into my body and to find what I'm feeling. And to acknowledge it. So if I'm feeling fear, I have to find it in my body and acknowledge it and make an effort to just call light there. Just call the energy of love, call the energy of light. Think about being held in a beautiful beam of light, but just to dissipate the energy that is inside your body. And you know, one of the other great things to do is to have a pack of angel cards or something like that so that you can get some beautiful inspiration on a daily basis, so that you don't feel so alone, because I know that none of us are alone, and it's really about us making those efforts to let go of all of this awful stuff that's going on right now. Anyway, that's my little message. So I'm going to take my first call now, and it's from Dana in Waynesville, Missouri. Hello, Dana. How are you today?
I'm doing good.
That's good.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. How could I help you today?
I actually have two different issues. One of the things is my youngest child, she is 18 years old now. And when she was about 8 or 9, we lived in another house. And she says that she always remembers seeing like a shadow walking in her bedroom up on the wall.
Yeah.
And then my boys, they were like 8 years older than her, so like 14, 15. They lived in the basement, slept in the basement where their room was, and they said they used to hear like furniture moving around. And they would come upstairs and never see anything moved. And then we moved out of that house and built a brand new house. And my daughter, when we moved here, said that she thought she heard like footsteps in the hallway. And then I now have my granddaughter who lives with us. And my granddaughter used to like stare up into the space and just smile like she was talking to somebody. And then, this sounds really weird, but one day she said to my daughter, who's her aunt, she said she was looking in the other room and she turned around and looked at my daughter and said, "He's watching you." And then now all of a sudden she says she's scared to sleep downstairs because she's afraid something's going to happen to her, my granddaughter. So my question is there somebody following my daughter, like from house to house we move in, what would this be? And is this the same? My granddaughter seeing somebody who's like 3 years old now? And
yeah, so children will often see the energy of spirit, people in the spirit world, because they're more open. Their filters haven't been closed. So my sense is that both of your daughter and your granddaughter are very sensitive. I don't feel it's an energy that's following you around, but what I do feel is that both of them are extremely sensitive. So I feel that the energy of the house needs to be cleared as well. Even though you're in a new house, I'd still be dedicating it and blessing it and doing the same thing, every time you're in a different space. It's actually to recognise there is energy that the land holds with it. But I don't feel that your daughter, because is this still happening with your daughter who's 18?
No, it's not happening to her anymore. It's now like my granddaughter, who I have custody of, is saying she's still just a toddler. So we kind of question, is this an imaginary friend or something? But
yeah, look, I just feel that when we're younger, and what I'm sensing is she's very aware, she's very sensitive, and she would be observing those in the spirit world, and that will change as she gets older. But some of the things that you can do for her, I'm not sure whether you have a thing called a salt lamp over there. We have them. They're beautiful lamps they're almost like a night lamp, and they're made of Himalayan salt. Do you have those over there?
Not that I know of. Okay. I haven't ever heard of it before.
Oh, okay. Well, they're big over here. They're and I've got one over there that's a selenite lamp. So they're made of a selenite crystal. Oh, so my producer says yes, we do have them here. You can buy them on Amazon. So they're called salt lamps, Himalayan salt lamps. And what they do, though, they actually cleanse the energy of the air around you, and they'll just make a different space. But I guess it's important not to feed into any fear with her and just reassure her, because fear is an energy. And I don't know whether you heard what I was speaking about just before I came on the show, because, all the events that have just happened in Las Vegas, for example, will bring up a lot of generalized fear in the environment. And if we are very sensitive, you'll be feeling it, the children will feel it, the little ones will feel it. So it's just so important to always just recognise that you are, I feel divinely protected, that there is beautiful energy around all of you. So I just feel that it's, I don't think it's anything following you by any means. It doesn't feel like that at all. Yeah. Okay, so that was that one.
Can you see anything like within my granddaughter's future? Like I said, I have custody of her, and she's almost 3 years old.
So what's her birthday?
Her biological mother it has a lot of drug issues, and her family, there's several sex offenders in there. So I worry that one day I could lose custody of her and I have to go back to her mother.
Yeah, so just with what you said just then, could you see how there is an actual energy of worry around you? And, one of the things I realise that as a healer and as a medium as well, that when we have a certain vibration, we do attract, or we can, it's almost like when we're holding that fear, there is a physical energy of that your granddaughter will tune into. So my feeling is that she's very safe with you. I feel that she's going to be with you for quite some time. And I feel that you're strong enough and that you have enough things in place that she doesn't need to be placed in any danger with any relatives or anything, or any other people that are in the other side of the family. So I know that she's going to be fine with you. And I feel it's just taking her time to trust as well. And it's almost as though I feel, is she very slow in speaking?
She's what?
Is she a little bit developmentally delayed in speaking? Is it taking her some time to
it seems like within just the last few months that we're really she's carrying on conversations with us. And like her personality and the conversations are coming out.
Yeah. So I know that in that lead up to that, because if she's 3 now, she's had a lot of fear in her first early years. So what she's doing now, what I feel, is she's really recognising that she's in a safe place. So it's very, very important for you to let go of worry, because worry is an energy that will impact on you and it will impact on her. So it's instead to keep staying with the positive things. And I feel she's enjoys a lot of music as well. So as much as you can, I would encourage her to express herself through music. I feel as though I want to sing with her, you know, have those things on the iPad or on iTunes or whatever. I'm very reminded, I looked after my grandson there in the States a few years ago, and he's mildly on the autism spectrum. And he'd had, you know, my daughter was going through some very difficult issues as well. And we used to play the song, you know, The Lion Sleeps Tonight, and it really used to brighten him up. And I feel the same thing for your granddaughter. I feel she's very blessed to have you. What's her birthday, by the way?
Her birthday is January 9th.
And what year?
2015.
15? Yep.
15, yes.
Yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. So she comes in just as a number 9, and 9s are all here to learn. They're very humanitarian, and they're here to learn through their experiences. So I know that the fact that she's with you is a blessing for you and for her, and that there's going to be a lot that you do to help her have a really, really stable and happy life. So it is really to let go of, you know, the fear. And if I can just talk about your daughter for a minute.
My daughter?
Yeah. So is she still in her, did you say she had drug addiction?
She's not my daughter. Her father is my son. Her mother is not my daughter.
Yeah, so it's your son's daughter. Yeah, okay, I get that. Okay, yeah. So, well, you know, my feeling is that there's a lot of good that you're doing, and that the child will stay with you. She will stay with you is how I see it. Yeah.
Good. All right,
okay,
so you see, I have no worry from losing her to either of these parents and her living a bad life with them.
No. And the main thing is that you maintain that stability for her and for yourself, because you have her and she's coming on well with you and you're a strong woman. So this is about really staying in your power and letting go of the negative energy that you're feeling around it, because you have her, she's with you, she's doing well, and she will do better. So she's going to be safe because you're there with her. Okay, so I will leave it with that. And one of the things I would just really suggest to you is that I just feel like you have to enjoy this amazing time with her and allow yourself to be out more, you know, go out and play is the words. I'm just going to draw an angel card for you as well. And it's beautiful because the card I get is study. But what I see for you, it's really about learning about yourself and how fearful you are for her, you know. So just to recognise the power of your love. Love is the strongest power in the universe. She's found her way to you, and I do feel that you'll be very well protected and that she'll be safe and happy with you. So I wish you well with that. Okay?
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So now I'm going to take the next call, which is Ebony in Buffalo, New York. Hello, Ebony. How are you? Oh, we lost her. Oh, no. So I'm going to just talk for a little minute because our caller Sorry, is she there now? Hello, Ebony. Hello.
Hello?
Okay. Yes, Ebony, it's Susan. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Beautiful name.
You're welcome. Thank you.
How can I help you today?
I want to know about relationship-wise.
About relationship?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And can I get your birthday, sweetheart?
6/4/1978.
Yeah, okay. 10, 8. Okay, so are you in relationship at the moment?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Well, it feels difficult is what I want to say. That's why I was asking that question, because it feels, I feel very sad. You know, I'm feeling your sadness because I feel that things are not as easy as they have been.
That's
and I'm
correct.
not sure. Yeah, so one of the things I'm sensing with your relationship is, you know, I feel that your partner is quite depressed and is not dealing with life very well at the moment. And I feel he's not listening to you either. Would you understand this?
Yes.
Now, are there any health problems with you or with him at the moment as well?
Yes, I have diabetes.
Okay. Because I know that this is all, yeah, I know that this is also causing you to feel very low in your energy. And my biggest thing that I'm seeing is I feel a lot of, well, I feel that you're both very down, to be honest. I feel like you're not able to lift yourself out of your dependence on him in a way. Because my feeling is that he isn't as, I have to try and be really diplomatic when I'm saying these things. Look, I feel that there's been a lot of words said and there's been a lot of things said that are really difficult right now. So
Right.
the question is, what do you do about it? You know, because you're recognising all of this, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. So the question is, you know, does it have a future? And the feeling is it does, but I know that there's, it seems to me that there are things that have to be negotiated or that are not clear. So would I be right that there is there energy around money between you at the moment as well, where you're potentially not being supported properly?
Yes and no. It's a little bit of both.
Yeah. Yeah, because my feeling is there's no real agreement or there's no real understanding here or straight talking around the money side of things. And I know that's causing frustration for you and it's causing frustration for him. So I feel like there's a lot of hard work to be done, but I do feel that you two will work it out. Because I know that, so you've got children as well?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Are they his children as well?
Only one.
Yeah.
And he got a daughter.
Yeah. So what we've got here, this is potentially what I see is either somebody that should be paying maintenance isn't paying the right amount. There's undue pressure in the family. And I know that there's a whole lot of straight talking that needs to be done around the money issues. And I feel that once you sort those things out by just reconnecting with each other, I feel that you will work it out. But it's as though he's tired is what I feel. I feel like he works very hard.
He do.
Now, and I know that you support him as well.
Mhm.
So it's more that you have to retain that, you know, get back that sense of fun that's missing in your relationship. But sometimes it's almost like there's a pebble in the shoe. And the pebble in the shoe, what I feel, it's the money. It's the energy of, you know, you've got children, he's got a child, you've got your one together. There's a whole lot of blurred there. And I feel that I just feel like somebody's not supporting you. So whether that's the father of your first children, it just feels like there isn't the same support there that there should be. Is that correct?
My son's father, I don't talk to him, and my oldest father, I barely talk to him, but she's grown. She'll be 22 tomorrow, so.
Okay. So look, I feel once you sort out these things, and as well, I also feel it's about getting that fun back, getting your energy back, and I feel that it's time for you to dream a little bit more as well. And you must be making application for work as well, are you?
Actually, I just got a job in May.
Yeah.
But I'm looking for another job. I want a second job. So, yes, that's true.
Yeah. Because, again, that will ease the burden. But the biggest thing I see with you is that you have to really pay attention to your health. This is a big, big, big message for you. And stress, by the way, isn't helping it. And I do feel, I feel like I'm a little bit confused at the moment as well. So it's really about taking a step back, breathing, and allowing yourself to really pay attention to what your body needs at the moment.
Okay.
So, yeah, I know that with the diabetes, how difficult that is.
Yeah.
Because I feel, that your energy is really low. I feel like sleeping. I feel actually very, very tired. So I feel that you must be really finding it difficult. So again, applying for the other job is good, but you have to do the things in the background. I do feel like you'll pick something up, by the way. So I feel like there will be another, small job for you. And I don't know, I feel like once that happens, it's like my energy comes back as well, because it's as though I need that little bit extra just to feel a little bit more on top of things. And for you and your partner, really it is about talking about things, but making some time where you have, I see you at the drive-in movies. I think you must have drive-ins there, but I feel I need to go outside of the house and actually do some things that are fun again, and even 10-pin bowling or something, but to get yourselves out having fun again instead of, in the grind all the time, because it's sort of lost its size. And it's up to you, and you're strong, you're powerful. I feel like you really want to be with this, with your partner at the moment. And I do feel like you want to be.
What'd you say?
I feel
I
as though
didn't
you
catch that part.
I just said I feel as though you do want to be together.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's just looking at why it's, why the gloss has gone off it. And it's all about you changing your mindset so that you take the time to go have some fun. So I'm just going to look at, I've got these beautiful cards and they're called surrender cards, because sometimes we have to let go of something for something to come in.
Yeah.
So interesting. I've got this beautiful card for you and it says surrender to wonder and awe. And what it's saying is surrender to the magic of life. So it shows a beautiful woman and it's about you maintaining your sense of fun and your sense of adventure and really bringing that energy into the relationship. Because I tell you now, relationships are hard work, but you've already had a couple that haven't worked, and I feel in your own way you're a bit sad because you're saying, am I doing the same things again?
Yeah.
So there has to learn how to speak, have to have straight talk that's open and loving, and you have to make the effort to drag your man out and go have some fun. Okay? And I feel that when you do all of those things, things will shift in the relationship big time.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I didn't get your birthday, so just give me your birthday quickly and I'll just have a look at something else.
June 4th, 1978.
Well, you did tell me that already, sorry. It is, so I'm looking at your numbers. See, partly with what you come into life for is to learn how to express yourself, to have freedom and to stand in your personal power. So your numbers are 3, 5 and 8. So really, expression is big for you. Creativity is big. I feel like I'm finding it difficult. I don't know whether weight is an issue with the diabetes, but you have to do everything you can to get that under control. More through natural means rather than the medication, because I feel like the medication is taking a toll on you. So you have to manage that and look for as much, of the natural ways you can. I'm not saying go off any medication, but what I am saying is you need to really become responsible for your physical health so that you can get yourself in an energy of fun, but also moving your physical body so that you can reduce some of the weight that's potentially causing the problem. So I feel that you'll grab all of those things together because you're an amazing, strong woman, very beautiful, by the way. So time to train, time to have fun, and, time to really bring your man close to you. So I wish you well, and you are in a year that is all about a number 2 year, which is all about creating balance in your life. So really important for you this year to really find a balance between work and play, between, being sedentary and going outside. Just really get yourself out as much as you can. And I really feel like things are about to take a big shift for you.
I had another question. Do you see any more children? Me bearing any more children?
I've only got 1 minute left, but in that short space of time, I don't feel right now is the time. It doesn't feel like it just now. So I feel like the priorities at the moment are your health, that you have to be looking at your health, and that's what this is all about for you. So I wish you well, and have an amazing, amazing evening, and thanks again for being on the show.
Thank you.
Okay, Ebony. So that was our show for the week. I think I'm just about out of time, but the whole theme this week at the moment, let go of any negativity. Really do what you need to do to help yourself be strong, happy and vibrant. And I'll see you next week on Living and Loving Life with Susan Kennedy.